Hi guys, today I'm writing my last ever Cambridge essay and it's something quite big, so I decided to document it because this just happens once in a lifetime. Now, if you're new to the channel and would like to see more student videos from me, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification button. Also, you could actually like this video right now, and let's get started with my last essay at the University of Cambridge. The subject was released yesterday, Tuesday 26th of May at 10 a.m. and I spent most of yesterday doing some more reading around the specific topic that was given. So I'm writing on Adorno and the Frankfurt School. The general topic is basically a critique of mass culture in the second half of the 20th century, and it's mainly aimed at the American mass culture that Adorno perceived right before and during the Second World War. And his essay on the culture industry was published in a book called The Dialectic of Enlightenment in 1944, and that's what I have to write about. Now, the subject was a quote by Jürgen Habermas, later philosopher of the Frankfurt School, who criticizes a particular aspect of this cultural critique that Adorno wrote in his essay, and more specifically because he subsumed everything under the same totalizing critique and didn't leave any alternative. The whole critique is homogeneously pessimistic and doesn't give any alternative whatsoever, and he makes this critique mostly in economic and Marxist terms. And I've got to discuss Adorno's cultural critique in light of Habermas's statement, and the main gist of my argument will be that while Adorno's critique may be enlightening to some extent, or even to quite a great extent, there are some limitations to it, and we need to acknowledge those. If you actually want to find out more about the Frankfurt School, there's a really good podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. It's called Philosophize This, and it's got 3 or 4 chapters only on the Frankfurt School, and they're quite good for general knowledge, and I really recommend it. This is my plug for the day because I really like that podcast. I'm not sponsored in any way by them. I thought I'd share with you something that I actually enjoy and that I've learned a lot from. It's got podcasts about philosophy from the ancient times to the present day, and it's still going strong. It's close to 200 episodes now, so there's quite a lot of material to go through if you're into that. So I spent yesterday mostly reading around the subject and making my points clear, making a plan for my essay, and that was about it for yesterday. Today I'm doing the actual writing, and I'm really starting to get that kick when I know what I want to write about, and I have a general idea of how to structure my ideas, so I'm quite inspired to write it right now. And I've been discussing it with my grandfather, with my mother, and with my girlfriend as well, and they've always been my companions for bouncing off ideas, and I'm really grateful to them for that. It's always good to find someone to talk to about these topics, someone who has an interest in them, at least a general interest, and they might help you vocalize your arguments and see where you're right and where you may be wrong, or help you find new and original ideas, because when you think in your head and you're all up in your head, wrapped up in yourself, you don't realize so well which your arguments actually are and whether you can put them into words the way you understand them. And trying to explain them to other people helps tremendously with that. So I really recommend that, especially now that we're doing home studying, so our families are around more than usual. So now that I've got the reading done and the plan, I've got to put in the time to write it, the time and the focus. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'll catch up with you a bit later. So it's a rainy day once again, and my essay has reached a point where it's coherent enough for me to print it and go through it and be very attentive to each and every detail. Make sure I didn't miss anything that was on my list that I like to write down by hand in my small memo book. This comes in handy so well. I write all kinds of stuff in here. There are always these things that I don't know where I can write. I always write them on various pieces of paper that I then lose. But having a small memo book like this is so helpful because every time I need to write something down and it's just miscellaneous, it's just random, this is my go-to place where I make lists, and I even write small notes for my essays that I want to remember for later. It's almost always with me. And even my initial essay plan in about 10 words is in this small memo book. So I'll now print my essay and get to work on it. Hi, so in the meantime I've finished and submitted my essay. On the morning of the third day I managed to read through my essay once again, and I actually found some paragraphs which I wanted to change because there were a couple of places where I didn't like how the examples fit together with the arguments. So I reorganized the information so that it all fits together nicely. That's something that I usually find when I'm polishing it the second time, as I did on this third day. I realized that I've got the information on the paper, everything that I need is there, but it's not organized properly. And upon reading it once again, it becomes so clear how I can actually make my arguments stand out a lot better by simply reorganizing the sequence of arguments and examples. And that's exactly what I did, and then at around midday, I didn't even wait around for the deadline. I like to submit stuff early, so around midday I just submitted my essay, and I'm now looking forward to getting the results, probably around the 20th of June. Now, finishing my last essay at the University of Cambridge is equally exciting as it is emotional and sad. And it's been such an amazing ride. I'm extremely grateful to all my professors and my supervisors who have guided me throughout this journey, and especially during this past term, which has taken place in such different and weird and difficult conditions. And I can't thank them enough because their guidance at Cambridge has shaped the way that I think, primarily, but also the way that I am and the way that I feel. I have become a totally different person after 4 years of tuition at Cambridge, and I feel that my intellectual horizons have broadened to a great extent thanks to them. So now that the exams are over, I'm looking forward to getting my grades. I'm really excited about that. Because of the safety net policy that the university gave in these circumstances, as long as I pass these exams, I won't get a grade lower than the one I got in my second year, which is an upper 2-1, but I'm actually aspiring to improve on that, and we'll see on the 22nd when the results are released. Apart from that, I'm planning to enjoy my summer, spend more time outside, play more guitar, and play some sports as well, and that sort of thing. Let me know in the comments down below if you've got any questions about essay writing, and let me know about your own online exam experiences because I'm curious to see how it went for you. I'll obviously continue making vlogs. That's something that I'll definitely do, and I also want to ask you guys in which direction you want me to take this channel as I'm finishing university at Cambridge. Now, expect a video from me tomorrow because there are some important issues that I want to address without delay. After that, I also want to tell you guys some more about my master's plans and my plans for next year, where I'm moving to, and what I'm doing with my life going forward. Also, I want to thank all of you very much for watching and for subscribing to my channel. I've just passed 1,000 subscribers and this is something really big for me. It means a lot to me that you're here, that you enjoy this content that I'm creating, slowly and steadily making my dream come true. Once again, if you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!